today. Oh my word, here we go. I am going to be talking tonight about how not to increase your visibility. How not to increase your visibility. But first of all, let me just tell you a small story that I have found this week. I've been presenting inside this group now for just about a year. That's every week, every Wednesday, a year. And it's all about showing up and increasing your visibility, as you know. Now, I saw a guy who hadn't been marketing all the way through the year. We've been saying, keep marketing, keep showing up, keep being visible so that when your clients or potential clients or the people that are looking out for you, are watching you, are ready to buy, when it's their time to buy, you are top of the list. And that's really what we're talking about all the time. You're in their mind so that when they say, I have got the money, I want to do this, I want to learn that new skill, you are top of the list. Now, this hit home only a couple of days ago. I saw a business, I know the person quite well, and he hasn't been around for quite a while. And he started to promote himself. And he was saying, hi guys, I know I haven't done much during the year, but this is what I'm doing now. And there was a couple of nice comments, but then somebody said, I thought you'd gone out of business. We haven't seen you. I've only just seen you. What have you been doing? And I thought, oh dear, that's a shame, because it doesn't take much for people to forget who we are, what we do, how we can help them. Reminded me of a story that I was told quite a few years ago now. In actual fact, it was quite a few years ago now. It was when I was in the toy business and I was working with some of the top toy buyers in the country. And hi Beth, thank you very much. Thank you for popping in. Yeah, some of the top toy buyers, some of the top manufacturers, toy manufacturers in the country. I was stood at an exhibition, I was exhibiting, I had my stand, everything was on display, and one of the CEOs came up, and then we all used to chat. I mean, the toy industry, although it's a massive turnover, it's quite a sort of closed sector really. Everybody gets to know each other. Anyway, this particular guy came up and I knew him vaguely, and he just, hi Jill, how are you getting on? I was like, yeah, it's been quite good. We were sort of kicking over what's been going on over the last few days. And he said, I'm a little bit in a quandary about what I do for next year, because my stand is looking a little bit tired. I do need to invest in a new stand, but and he was looking over at this massive stand. It was a massive stand, huge compared to my stand. And he said, the thing is, it cost me so much to build a new stand, but it also cost me tens of thousands of pounds to store it. And if I go down in size, people think I'm going out of business. If I don't turn up, people think I am out of business. So he said, not only can I not reduce the size of my stand, I can't not show up. I have to go to every single exhibition in the UK, even though I know that I will see the same buyers 3 or 4 times in a row. We've really got nothing more to say to each other. It's just really a way of keeping our name in front of our clients and also potential clients. Now, he knew that he had to be there, he had to show up, he had to be visible. But there is a way that I thought this weekend that I wouldn't want to be visible, and I'm going to show you a little tip on LinkedIn, because I got involved in a little bit of it was an argument between 2 gentlemen on LinkedIn. It was nothing to do with me. However, this is what happened. One of the guys I know, not very well, but he put up quite a good post, and I thought, oh, I'll comment on that post and add value. So I took some time and I thought, oh right, a couple of sentences, added value to his post, reread it, checked it for errors, spelling mistakes and all the rest of it, and it looked quite good. And I thought, oh, actually that's okay, that sounds okay. And I wandered off and I didn't really do anything else. And then a couple of hours later, somebody came on and they answered a post. They answered a comment, but it wasn't the comment. It wasn't their comment they answered. They put their comments. Imagine this. I'd written my comments. Somebody had said something a bit lower down, but instead of commenting on that one lower down, they missed the thread and they commented under my name. And there started an argument. And I could see it coming up on my phone, and it was getting more and more argumentative, quite defensive. And it got to the point where I was thinking, please don't say anything else. This is under my name. And I didn't quite know what to do, because if I said to them, I wanted to say to them, guys, get a grip. Don't do this under my post. This looks as if I'm involved. Take it down a notch. Go down to your own post, your own comment, and comment in there against each other. And they were getting quite, it was getting quite nasty. Anyway, I took a deep breath and decided to ignore it and just see what happened. And eventually they calmed down and they went off. And I thought, for one, I will not be commenting on that person's posts again. That was too much. I just didn't expect it. Two, I didn't want it to be me to be dragged into it, because although I didn't comment on it at all, I didn't add to. It was under my name. It was under my part of the comment in the thread. And it was such a simple mistake. And they didn't even notice. They were so busy arguing with each other, they didn't notice that they were in the wrong area of that post. I could have I could have done a few things. I could have removed my comments, and that would have removed all of that thread. So by my understanding, and I must admit I haven't done this before, because I've gone in and deleted a post of my own before. I've gone in and deleted a comment of my own before, but what I haven't done is go in and delete the whole thread, which is what I could have done if I wanted to. I could have deleted my thread, my comment, my thread, the whole thread. I could have blocked them. I could have joined in and said, guys, please don't do this. Look what you're doing. But I decided that I decided that I would bury my head in the sand and not tackle the problem and let them fight it out. But it didn't do them any favours. It really didn't do them any favours, because I don't want to get involved in that again. I won't be joining in on those posts again. And actually I thought, if you can be that aggressive to each other, why would I want to deal with you? Why would I want to work with you? So that's what happened at the weekend, and that's really how not to be visible with people, because it gives people such a bad idea of how you run your business. What I did think, though, is that I would show you on my other screen how to delete your own threads, your own comments. And it's a post that I've put up, and I've actually made a little bit of a blunder on this particular post, so I don't mind deleting it. So what I'm going to do is I am going to, can I do that? I'm not sure if I can do that. Can I do that? Oh, I don't know if I can. Let me just see. Can I share my screen on here? I don't know. No, I don't think I can. Okay, so what you do is you go to your post that you've written, or you go to your comment that you've written, and in there you have got three little dots at the top of where your post is. If you've made a comment, again, you've got 3 little dots where you have made your comment. You hit on those 3 little dots and you will get a drop down. And one of those filters, one of those areas that you can click on says remove or delete. And by hitting that delete button at that point, you can delete your post, but you can also delete your own comment if you've commented under somebody else's. And that way it will just remove anything that you want it to. Even if you've just made a few spelling mistakes and you think that doesn't look very nice, you can just delete and start again. Equally, by hitting those 3 dots, there is an option to just edit the post, and you can go in, edit the post, space it out a little bit more, add in any other comments that you want to, and you'll have tidied up your post or your comments. And I think that gives, if you're in control of your posting and your comments, wherever you are, whether it's on any platform whatsoever, any of the like Facebook or LinkedIn, you can go in, edit it, and it just makes it look a little bit tidier as you go on. But it does also mean that you're in control of what's going on under your own name, which I think is rather a good idea. So that's what I was going to talk about tonight. Now, what have I got on for the rest of the week? I have got my 5 steps to develop an A+ LinkedIn profile tomorrow. That's tomorrow, and the event is on Eventbrite under Gill Fountain. I will put the event under here. I'm in Clubhouse tomorrow during the day on my own room, again, Gill Fountain. And I'm talking about how we are showing up this week, how we are increasing our visibility. That's really a discussion group where we talk about what we're doing, and I give a few tips and hints, and see how we're all showing up and making our businesses more visible during the week. I'm also on tomorrow evening, my evening, and that is 11 p.m. GMT, which is 6 p.m. Yes, 6 p.m. EST, and I'm on the boardroom talking about LinkedIn with Charlene Bosworth. So please do join me in any time during the day. If you've got any questions, please message me, pop a message underneath here, or private message me on Facebook. That would be super. I hope you have a lovely week. I hope you have a lovely time. Do take care, and I will see you next week if I don't see you before. Thank you for joining me. Bye bye.